Hi, this is Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of Young Men Empowerment Forum, together with Church Governance Solutions. And in the new year, we would love to say compliments of the new season and looking forward to a great year. And as we start off a new year, it's always very important that we give some few tips of how to become successful this year. And we want to speak about how to become successful this year. And that's some few tips that we want to give you. And as we start off today, I just want to deal with part one. And for the next few days, we will deal with some few nuggets of this sort that will assist you to be successful this year. The first thing that I want to give you as a tip this year, if you want to be really successful, is ability to sell and negotiate. The skill that you need is ability to sell and to negotiate. This is a very important skill, of course, that I'm going to highlight right now to mention the fact that you need to be able to sell this year and also to negotiate, because there are going to be very interesting projects that are coming on your way. There are going to be work that you're going to do this year. And every work that you do this year, of course, will need some selling skills from you to be able to sell your own opinions and ideas to people, to be able also to negotiate from with others, basically on the projects that you'll be embarking on. And life is about selling. Life is also about negotiating as well. And I want to urge you today that please, as you start off this new year, develop some skills of selling, develop some skills of negotiating as well, because that's the only way you're going to be successful this year. Now, every single business that you do, of course, you would know that it actually includes some transaction of selling, which could be ideas, which could be advices, which could be some skills that you have to people. So sell them unto the people, because as people living in this earth at the moment, the transactions that we make is actually transactions that help us to make means in our lives, to make money in our lives. And money is made by something that you have. You don't need something out of your life, but something that is within you that you could actually be able to sell it to others. And that is why you'll find that in life, some are selling ideas and people pay for that. And some are selling actually some services that you may be creative on, whether it's an art, whether it's some ability maybe to MC on occasions. Some of the people are event planners, and all these are services that one needs to sell. And some of you may not have discovered actually what you can sell within your life, but I want to tell you now that there's always something to sell. But not only selling, but it's very important that you develop negotiating skills as well. Now, negotiation skills would be basically where you're going to use them in negotiating some transactions with people. Some who are selling their own skills to you and their own services. You're going to need to negotiate prices. You're going to need to be negotiating actually on how you want things to be done, negotiating also on ways and means of doing things. So all those need negotiation, where you will actually be in discussions with the people about how things need to be done in your life, or how you want things to be done for you. And all those negotiations are going to be very important this year. Another thing that I would love to emphasize that you need as a skill this year to assist you to become a better person and to be successful this year is ability to convey what you think and what you feel. And this is very important skill that one has to develop, because many times we're actually being oppressed in our ideas. We're oppressed in our lives, and most of us are actually feeling we are sidelined, we are isolated, because we are not able to convey how we feel. We're not able to convey how we think. And I want to emphasize that this year you need to develop that type of skill, because if you don't convey how you think, people will actually think for you. If you don't convey how you think, you're going to actually find people dominating you in the thinking ability. People are going to dominate you in things that you want to create in your life. And I want to emphasize that people that don't convey how they think, people will always actually assume what you think. People will always assume how you feel as well. So it is very important, therefore, that you open up and let the people know how you feel within you. Because the feeling that you have inside you, if you suppress it, is actually going to create problems on your own. And that is why sometimes we have people that are having high blood pressures and sometimes sugar diabetes and all the other ailments that are brought about by lifestyle, and majority of them is particularly because of suppressing how we feel. And I want to urge you that this year, please develop a skill or ability to say how you feel. And please let people know your feelings. Let people know how you think. Let people know what you approve and what you don't approve. Because if you don't do so, as I've said earlier, that you'll find people actually stepping in to decide for you. It is very important as well for your own health to share how you feel, because then people can only help you when they know how you feel. And because there are times when people don't even know how to help you. People don't even know how to interject and assist you in anything or situations that you're going through. And sometimes we're going through deep troubles and problems. Sometimes we're going through challenges in our lives. But because you are not saying or expressing to people how you feel, people may not know how you feel at all. Because you're not expressing to people how you think as well, or what you think about, people may even not know what you think about. But I want to emphasize also that, remember, some of the ideas or thoughts that you have may be able to deliver other people out of situations. There may be ideas that will actually help others. There will be ideas of advice that other people may be able to use so that they are delivered from their own situations. You might actually bring solutions by verbalizing or conveying exactly what you think. Because remember that thoughts are actually just but thoughts as long as you don't express them. But when you express your thoughts, they become actually ideas that can actually create something great. And sometimes those ideas that you think of, those things that you think of, you may not be aware that they can actually build some big business that is actually prospective, but until you express it, and there will be people that will rise up, maybe even assist in shaping that particular idea or thought that you've said into a proper idea that will bring business to you. Many times we suffer and we don't actually see fruits of things that we do because we harbor those thoughts and we keep them to ourselves. But immediately start opening up on your thoughts and what you think, there are people that will actually be able to shape that very same thought into an idea, and that idea might actually bring a big business in your life. This year, it is going to be a year of ideas. It's going to be a year of deep thinking. It's going to be a year of plans as well. But you must actually be able to share what you're thinking. You must be able to share how you feel as well. Remember that this goes along with your associations and your company, the people that you are fellowshipping with, people that you are in company with, that you must share your feelings with them. You must share your ideas with them and your thoughts with them. Because as you do so, they are able to know where actually they're fitting in any situation of your life. And I want to challenge you that if you keep quiet about your ideas, you're going to realize that there are people that are thinking about the same ideas. And sometimes you're going to feel bad when people start actioning the very same ideas that you kept quiet about. But sometimes by sharing how you feel, by sharing what ideas you have, by sharing what you're thinking, is actually putting a stamp on those ideas. And many people are aware that the ideas come up with you, and they are able to harness that type of an idea and work together with you in that regard. And sometimes when you keep quiet about the idea that you have or the feeling that you have, when people now start shaping it up because it developed from them, you never verbalize it, you never said anything. So therefore, their thinking will be because it is them who has actually thought about it. It is actually created by them. And you start to feeling bad, thinking that people have stolen your ideas, only to find that you never shared or said anything. But this is very important that you develop this year and make sure that you convey what you think and you convey what you feel as well this year. That's very, very important. And I want to end up here today. This was part one of this great topic of speaking about skills that you need to adopt this year in order to be successful. And I will deal with part two tomorrow, and I hope you will join us to do so. But before I check out, I want you to be aware that you need to like our Facebook platform, and that is where we're posting this. And also remember that this is also on YouTube. I would love you to subscribe to that as well, so that any other ideas that we present here or some teachings that we teach, they will be more useful for you and you can be able to use them going forward. May the good Lord bless you, and I hope you have learned out of this and you will be able to join us as we deal with part two tomorrow. May the good Lord bless you, and cheers for now.